Shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Dawadah from GMS Tampa Bay 07, coming at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Waharakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth from that root well. A salutation and much love for you. I can push this truth with sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions. Alright, I want to get into this here quick lesson. Really just dealing with just Babylon, man. Just the stuff that's going on here in Babylon, and just really to get you to kind of understand the type of shit they got us trying to, accept nowadays. That's really what it is. They want us to accept immorality, all right? They're making it illegal to be moral. They're making it illegal to be just. They're making it illegal to be righteous, it was always legal to be wicked, but they're making it illegal now to be righteous, You can't even stand up for righteousness and speak for righteousness no more, If not, you go to jail, You have a 5-year-old little boy or something like that, and he tell you that he's supposed to be a little girl, and you tell him, quit with that foolishness, then you being a bad parent and subjected to getting your child taken, It's being illegal to tell the child the truth nowadays, you see? So they're making it, illegal to have morals, good morals and standards and to be righteous, They're making that illegal, and they pushing more and more wickedness, I'm going to pull out a couple of scriptures and then, dibble and dab into some of this and just trying to point out some of these things, because every day as we go along in Babylon, it's getting worse and worse, And if you understand these things that's going on in the minds of these people, man, and the psychology behind why all of it, how all of this stuff break down and the psychological warfare that Esau is bringing. Esau is, the scripture said, roughly paraphrasing, the ways of the Most High are perfect, The Most High is perfect in all of His ways, more or less to say, And all His creations are perfect, So Esau is created from the Most High. He was created to be the perfect devil, man. And the more and more you look at this damn devil, man, he real diabolical, And the Most High, the Most High blessed me. The Most High blessed me with just to understand the psychology of these damn devils, and their mind frames and things like that, And I can just see these things, certain things, and it's real sickening, So I'm gonna get into some of these here scriptures and try to expose this damn devil, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. I'm gonna start at the top. Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, your turners of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's vessel. That's the Most High bringing His judgment. Why? Because all this wickedness is going forth in the earth, and it's not just perpetuating, but it's festering. It's how do you say, contaminating or infecting everything else around it. It's just growing and growing and growing. Like the scriptures say, if the days wouldn't be shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, the days going to be shortened. And the water get how Bashim Yahweh shot for that, because man, just even thinking, for a 10-year plan down the road, man, I don't know if I can even make it. I don't know if the planet could make it another 2 years, you know what I'm saying, with the shit that's going on, with all this homosexuality and transgenderism going on, and them, pacifying laws about certain things, you don't want to hurt people's feelings by saying certain things, It's got it so bad that somebody on the job, real life example, we got a motherfucker been in my job 18 years, okay? He stayed over to be on our shift, man. 18 fucking years this guy been here, longer than everybody else on my shift combined. But yet this guy can't run none of the machines that he being paid to run. And I'm just like, but we can't say nothing about that, We can't say nothing about it. At least we hurt somebody's feelings, and then somebody's feelings get hurt, and then all of a sudden they got a lawsuit on their hand, But wait a minute, let's just get back to reality. It's like, okay, I got a pizza company, and I'm paying you to deliver pizzas, but you can't deliver none of the pizzas because you ain't got no car. So I got to let you go because you can't do the task in which I'm paying you to perform, But people will be like, oh, my feelings are hurt, now they suing, you see, by law. So, you see, the society is being turned the fuck upside down. Everything is being backwards here, you see? And you own your own business, and they tell you, oh, well, you don't want to bake a cake for a homosexual, you got to close down. It ain't about the homosexuality and none of that stuff. Is missing the point. You just said this motherfucker owned his business. He paid the bills. The government ain't chipping in on none of the bills. Government ain't chipping in on none of the supplies, none of the advertisement, none of the paying none of the employees. If anything, the government is taking taxes and making money off of this business being flourishing and off the sweat, blood, and tears of another person who doing all this, but yet they got the right to tell him, or the nerve to tell him what he can and can't do with his own business. Oh, we're going to shut you down because you're not complying with us. Wait a minute, you don't do shit for me. I'm the one that's keeping you afloat by giving you taxes. You ain't put a dime into my business. So you see, the government is telling you what you can and can't do with your own shit. So you're not in control of your own shit, you see. Continue on reading. This is verse 2, Isaiah 24:2. It says, and it shall be, let me go back up a little bit. It says, Isaiah 24:1, behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, the servants, and his master, the maid, and so with the mistress, and the buyers, the sellers, the lenders, the borrowers, the takers of usury, and with the givers of usury to him. And the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh hath spoken the word. Okay? That's because of the fact that that's the judgment that's going out because of the condition of the world. You know, I believe it's Amos 9:8. The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. You see, saying that He's gonna utterly destroy it off the face of the earth. Okay, pairing that with this is what they're talking about. All right, verse 4: the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Okay, yeah, the actual planet Earth itself. We're going to talk about the planet Earth. The actual planet Earth is mourning. Why do you think they're having all these goddamn earthquakes? Look at you sucking the blood out of the earth, all the oil. Okay, and then not only that, you bombing the earth from hell and back. You know what I'm saying? Then you putting depleted uranium in the earth. Okay, you got these goddamn bullets and shit that you shooting with you trying to get rid of uranium. All right, you stupid motherfucker shouldn't even have been fucking with uranium. Now you dumbass motherfuckers got to try to get rid of this shit, and it's got like some fucking outrageous number of what they call, I believe, a shelf life or whatever. Like, motherfucker, even if you try to destroy it or just set the shit, it's there for like, you know, longer than mankind would even be around. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit's gonna be here longer than us. Well, not the Israelites, but you know, hypothetically, from the time we've been here till now, I'm like, god damn, if somebody was to have uranium from day one, it still would be here today. So how the fuck are you getting rid of that? And you go over to Iraq with the shit and have a fucking practice round with these motherfuckers, and all you want to do is get rid of the uranium. So what you do, you put it in the bullets. Then you just buy up a bunch of fucking uranium-depleted bullets and just empty the shit all over goddamn Iraq. Now Iraq's a fucking barren land and all these deformities coming out over there. The earth itself is mourning, you see? The water, you got polluted ass water. The ice caps is melting and shit, you see? All the damn oil and shit you spilling. All the animals is getting all fucked up, you see? The cloud seed and shit that you doing with the barium and all that shit in the air, man. You fucking up the birds and their GPS and shit, the whales and their sonar systems and shit like that, man. You fucking up the not only the planet Earth, but the animals and the plants on the planet Earth. We ain't even got to talk about the people of the planet Earth. They far delusional. You see? You got goddamn boys trying to be girls and girls trying to be boys and parents, adults, full adults, okay? You got a little boy, a 5-year-old little boy say he want to be a little girl, okay? And now the teachers and shit's got to sit here and be like, okay, well, if that's what he feel like. You got the doctors and shit, not the kids. The kids ain't saying, look, scientifically, if I feel, no. You got so-called educated, college-educated, top-paid motherfuckers getting paid for this shit. I'm supposed to be paying you to do a job. You can't even be competent enough to make a goddamn sane decision. You saying that a fucking 5-year-old, okay, is able to make a goddamn rational decision about what the fuck going on in his life. You just like, I guess if he said it, he right. But your dumb ass is the same nigga who said that this little stupid-ass 5-year-old ain't old enough to make a decision whether or not he want to play the lottery responsible or not, or whether or not he responsible enough to drink alcohol, or whether he responsible enough to goddamn buy or shoot a gun, or whether he responsible enough to goddamn go into the military, or whether he responsible not to goddamn drive a car. He ain't responsible for none of that shit, but yet he responsible enough to get a goddamn sex change tell you what he think he's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? His world's all, like the people, the world, like the planet itself, the animals, the shit on, like the plants and all this, That everything is turned upside down because of this goddamn people. Okay, this is why the Most High got to destroy every damn thing, man. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. That's these goddamn Esau, the Edomites. You know, high and mighty, proud ass Esau. Okay? The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Yeah, that's talking about Job 9 and 4. Okay? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay? So now the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants because this stupid ass nigga that put oil in the water and shit. Okay? And moving animals and species and insects to other places of the earth where they ain't supposed to be, fucking up ecosystems. You ain't supposed to have no shit like that, man. And then you got the people all defiled, and you got shit, you done got rid of farms and got goddamn grocery stores, nigga. We ain't supposed to have no refrigerators eating no old ass food, man. We supposed to be eating the freshness. If you want an apple or orange, you're supposed to go outside and pick it off the tree. Alright, not have no goddamn apple with no preservatives in the shit. Now you got the people bodies all fucked up and cancer and all this shit. Our body's supposed to heal itself, man, but Esau's got everything fucked up, man. It says the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah, the stuff that the Most High said to do, they done went on and did their own deal. Their own deal, you know. They didn't flip the whole script, you know. And then you can't even say shit about it because they done made the shit illegal now, you know. Or they shun you and make you feel like a bad boy. You got to get sensitivity training if you say that the motherfucker, look, nigga, I done paid you to kick this goddamn football. Out of 100 times of kicking the football, you ain't kicked the football one time. I ain't spending my money with this shit no more. All right? You wouldn't order a goddamn pizza from Pizza Hut, you know, every fucking day of the week, and the pizza don't ever come, and you continue to order pizza. You can be like, look, y'all didn't deliver it yesterday, the day before. I'm going to just save my money from here on out. Okay? Pizza can't have any feelings hurt. They not delivering on their end. You just got to go find a new vendor or a new supplier or whatever. You know? They not holding their end of the bargain, so you go elsewhere. All right? That ain't hurting nobody's feelings. But here, they pacifying that, making everybody all soft and docile and shit, you know, so that they just accept everything. In the future, you'll have a time where, well, if I believe I want to be a frog, well, goddamn it, you don't want to hurt their feeling, let them believe you're a frog. Even though that's destroying humanity, okay? Destroying the minds of the people. Destroying all, well, I believe I can just put oil in the water because it makes, you know, make me feel good about the art to see the fish and how the fish die when I put all the oil in the water. It make me feel good. Oh, we can't say nothing to that nigga because it might hurt his feelings. Man, we got to eat this shit, man. And you over here just polluting this shit, man, but we can't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because this old-ass, decrepit-ass, shriveled-up-ass Edomite, 67 years old, want to have sex with a 5-year-old little boy. Oh, we can't say nothing about that because it might hurt his feelings. What about the little boy that's going to be growing up, all fucked up in the mind, and then when he get older, he going to be molesting little kids? Y'all ever wonder why that cycle is a cycle, motherfucker? Why? What? It's not hard to understand. You do this stupid shit to people, this is what's going to happen. All right? It's just like anything else. You introduce somebody with some bullshit, that's what's going to happen, man. But you can't say nothing about the shit, man. You got... Let me continue on with the scriptures, man. Next scripture I'm going to grab is in the book of Revelations, actually. This is Revelation 17, 2 and 4. It says, talking about, you know, Babylon. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornications, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay? So the earth, the people have been carried away with the wine of this bitch's fornication. That's her bullshit. They've been sipping on this bullshit over here, man. Now they got gender bender days and goddamn these little kids dressing up as basically trannies, you know? Oh, you were dressed up as the opposite sex. But who the fuck is watching these people? Grown-ass people, man. And who do you think is these new teachers and shit now? Okay, they got to be these homosexuals. They the ones at the forefront pushing all this shit. If you had a bunch of straight motherfuckers in there like, nah, nigga, we ain't pushing this. Who the fuck is voting on all this shit? All right? Then when you got these kids in class playing gender bender and shit and dancing around and having dance lessons, who the fuck you think is watching them? These old-ass pedophiles. They're watching your goddamn kids jumping around. They homosexuals anyway, man. And like I said, if you understand the psychology of this shit and understand, you go back and you look at how all this shit goes, first it's just demoralization. You start accepting all kind of raunchiness, okay? Women and men having babies out of wedlock. You see, you don't think that's all that bad. Then the next stage is, well, he got a bitch on the side. Well, you can have concubines, but you know what I'm saying? He got this and that and all this going on. Now he cheating and having all these bitches. Now what that lead to? Now she want all these. She want to be free like him. Okay, women's freedom, women's right, feminism. All right, now these women is walking around being free like men and having sex with whoever they want, not having responsibility. Now what? You got all these kids being born out of wedlock. Nobody want to take responsibility. Now you start having abortions. Okay, giving your kids over to Molech. But then then doing that, what does that do? Make you not really care about your kids. You being desensitized to your own offspring. So now when you hear a story about somebody having sex with a goddamn child, you don't give a fuck because you don't even care about your own child. You can just goddamn kill that motherfucker off. You didn't kill about 10 of your kids off, and you still going out there getting pregnant and killing these motherfuckers. All you doing is popping these goddamn Plan Bs like they goddamn Tic Tacs. You see? But a person who's doing that, they don't give a fuck to some old ass man. Yet you got a group called Mandela. This is a motherfucking group that niggas ain't at their heads trying to kill these niggas, man. You got a fucking group that's protected by the U.S. government. A motherfucking group protected by the government. The U.S. government got a background of fighting terrorists. These motherfuckers want to go around fucking your little boys and terrorizing their moms. They gonna grow up to be goddamn disturbed and shit too. But what the fuck you think they do? It's habitual. That's worse than getting blown the fuck up. That's some slow creeping shit. All right? You ain't gonna see the effects of that till way later. When this motherfucker be growing up and have the reminders of that shit and the nightmares of that shit, and this little motherfucker be deranged in his mind and go goddamn kill up every goddamn body because he can't live with himself from the shit that didn't happen to him. Okay? He can't understand these things is going on because of those things, you see? But no, you know, you can't say nothing about this. Nah, you gotta let him be him. You gotta let everybody do everybody how they want to do themselves, you know? Pull out another one. In Revelation, right there, 18. Man, actually, I'm gonna close out with well, I'll read this real quick and I'll close out. This Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, for Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Yeah, that's the eyes of the Most High on this sinful kingdom. He about to destroy this place, man. Like I said, I could go in for days, but then it just turned into a heated rant about all these goddamn things that Esau's doing, man. And the mindsets behind these goddamn vile beasts, man. These niggas over here, goddamn, raising these kids up and the shit that they do to them just so they accept this stuff, man. And then they masquerade this shit and hide it in the other shit. Then you be thinking, oh, I like that shit because I like that shit. But nah, man, this goddamn reprobate, man, teaching people all kind of wicked ass shit, man. Giving these bitches goddamn sex toys and big ass dildos and shit and wonder why they can't get off with one man. They need to have orgies and double penetration and multiple guys all up in them and shit like that, man. Then you wonder why these bitches, then they go on to start getting head and shit and then swallowing nut and shit like that. Well, you think you might like that shit and all, but then now what does it go to? Bitches want to get pissed on and shitted on and defecated on. Now these bitches over here eating piss and shit and drinking semen. See, y'all think the shit is nasty, but these motherfuckers actually do this shit to get into their little groups, man. They really believe in this shit. They feed each other this shit, man. They get off on this shit, man. These motherfuckers get off on eating fetuses of these babies and shit, man. This is why they push for your goddamn abortions and shit, man. You don't understand the mindset of these people, man. These people is fucking wicked, man. But you can't say nothing about this. You can't say nothing about abortion. Oh, man, it's the woman's right to choose whatever she want to do. But these niggas over here eating these goddamn fetuses, man. It's some bullshit, man. These people go out and breed these motherfuckers just so they get pregnant just to give them abortions and eat the fetuses and shit, man. And stir these shits up and put them into different foods and shit, man. And chop it up and put it in. Man, these motherfuckers is gross, man. They harvest out, have sex rings for shit like this. And where do you think the porno industry come from, man? That ain't these motherfucking paid actors. These people is getting sucked into sex rings, but you watching it for entertainment. And then it's destroying your sex life because you ain't really getting off like the way you seen the bitch on TV get off because she don't do it that way. Then they give you these goddamn sex toys and you can't get off because the shit too bigger than a natural man. So you constantly just keep fucking yourself with this big ass plastic shit. You'll never be sexually satisfied. You can't never get an orgasm until you have 5 or 6 men running up inside of you, man. The goddamn wickedness of this goddamn devil, man. This nigga, man. Let me get my last scripture. I'm gonna close out. Like I said, I get too heated talking about this, man. This is Daniel chapter 7, and I'm gonna close out on this. This we have got to go out of it. This is why we got to sign and cry date, man. Not why we got to sign and cry date. It should just be natural, man. Looking around at this bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? But we should be crying out to the Most High day in, day out that He hates in the day that we get the fuck up out of this. the definition of hell to have to see this shit, man. And to live in this bullshit and have to sit here and beside these motherfuckers while you're doing this. You can't say nothing about her having an abortion. Or these motherfuckers over here eating this shit, man. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 23. Let me just get to the point, man. I'm going to just read this one and we're going to close out. And this is talking about this kingdom we living in now, man. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. Everything the Most High said, I created man in the beginning, I created the heavens and earth. But nah, there's a Big Bang Theory. Now I created man and woman in my likeness. Nah, there's evolution. See what this nigga then did? And he shall speak great words against the Most High, shall wear out the saints of the Most High, like he doing to us now. And shall think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until times and the dividers of times. So this nigga thought to change the times and the laws and shit, man. Women having sex with all kind of shit, man. And sex robots and all kind of wickedness, man. Food preservatives, GMOs and shit, because we ain't got the real shit no more, man. Everything is a fake, a facade. It's bullshit. Because Esau done fucked everything up. And he the goddamn devil, man. And you can't say nothing about this because now you wicked. You hurting somebody's feelings, man. What about the shit we gotta live through, man? What about my goddamn body sighing and crying because of the pollutants I gotta live in? The fucking ocean, man. The fish and the whales and the goddamn trees and the plants and the animals. The fucking earth itself is rumbling and crying out. But we can't say nothing about that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying until the end. Say, call Allah, Yahweh, Shim, Yahweh, and Lord willing, we just be out of here quick. Shalom.